Alright. Let's get started here. Now, I've got everything set up to be maximally spooky for myself. It's not nighttime, but I'm in it dark in my room. Let's see, is it this one? Just use this one, I suppose. Or, what the fuck? Why, What's going on here? There we go. Something's off. What have I done? Oh, actually, you know what? I think I know what I've done. Let me see here. Yes, I have a filter active. Because there's times where I stream something and I need to crop. And in this case, that's not necessary. Okay, so we're going to be watching spooky stuff. Allegedly scary videos, which I don't know why I'm doing this. Sometimes I like to watch stuff like this, but I am not convinced that there's anything supernatural at work ever, because I've got my reasons. I've got my reasons that make me inclined to think the way I do about stuff like that. One of them being, and I know this is definitely just like bias. Confirmation bias, I think. I think this counts as confirmation bias. The fact that the majority of people who I know, who I've met personally, who have told me about some kind of supernatural experience, the amount of those that have been under the influence of some kind of drugs around the times that these things have happened, throws a little shadow of doubt on my perception of these alleged events. But anyway, yeah, let's watch some of these. Let's see if any of them are at least scary, even if I don't necessarily think that they're what they are claimed to be or what they're portrayed to be. Let's take a look. This is YouTube channel Bizarre Bub, and we're just gonna watch like 2 or 3 of these, and we'll see what we think. But yeah, just making it clear, I am not a believer in supernatural events. Let me make sure I get my chat set up properly so I don't miss any, if anybody even shows up. And let's take a look.
2024, an ambulance driver stands far away from his vehicle while sounding immensely terrified. According to the driver, he had to pull over immediately, as it was just then that something baffling had occurred. In his own words, he was driving back to base when suddenly he saw something in the back of the ambulance. Upon realizing what it was, he stops the vehicle and jumps out in a panicked state. Now, due to a lack of parking, he parks the ambulance inside an alleyway, but even from a distance, he can't seem to look away from the truck. Clearly, something has left him deeply unsettled. The following is his footage.
Okay.
Take a look.
So, right off the bat, spooky premise. The idea of driving an ambulance and realizing that there's something like in the back, I'd shit myself. That'd be so scary. Of course, my mind would not go to like a ghost or whatever we're supposed to be, taken away from this. I would be more like, oh no, there's like a man back there who's gonna kill me.
All right, so I'm not sure how to talk about this, but well, first off, I've been an EMT just for a little bit, and like I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So as we driving back to base, I swear I seen a face in the rearview mirror. Like,
tell me as soon as you can.
I need to turn this engine off though, cause like we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, as soon as possible. Thank you.
I'm not trying to go back on this track.
I mean, okay. I know at the start of the presentation, the added, like, spooky music, that's cheating. Come on. Sumner County. just like actually a person in the back? Like, I want to know how. Like, okay, because I'm assuming the ambulance will be retrieved. So like, did whoever showed up like open the doors and look in back? See, like, was anything out of place? That one thing that makes it difficult for me to watch stuff like this is just the lack of context that there usually is, lack of additional information. And also one thing is the filming is usually
I don't know
terrible.
if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like, it just,
You shouldn't have put your finger in front of it, because now I
like
definitely
it just
can't.
flew open.
It's
Like,
fucking, it's so shitty looking. Oh boy, what was that?
nah, what the?
Got a bat in the back? What was that? What is that?
Can y'all see?
Wee! Wee!
Nah, hell no.
What is that?
Nah.
Okay.
It's no wonder why the EMT was immensely afraid of going back to the ambulance. Something appears to have been inside. Although we don't see a face as the EMT claims to have seen earlier, we do see what looks like
The way that he tried to like make it more clear made it harder to see. I don't know if that was just my eyes like freaking out. The shape that he overlaid so that we could focus, I guess, really fucking made it difficult.
a shadowy figure moving back and forth. It appears to dart from side to side, as if being stuck inside. The EMT driver thinks that whatever this was had been the culprit behind the cabinet door swinging open on its own, which he says had been the loud thump heard inside. But as for the mysterious face he'd seen earlier, that remains a mystery. Some believe that maybe this may have been the spirit of a deceased individual who unfortunately passed away inside the ambulance. While many think this, others have no idea what this could have been. Whether
So, now here's the inherent problem with me watching anything like this ever, is that I am immensely distrustful, and I always am suspicious at all times. So, you know, depending on the clip, I'm not necessarily comfortable accusing the person filming it of lying necessarily, or like setting it up. Something weird could have happened and they could have genuinely been afraid, right? Like, I'm not saying this guy's a liar because I don't know. But is that impossible to have faked? No. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm actually looking at. Looks like, yeah, something like moves across the back of the ambulance, but like, it's so indistinct and filmed from so far away, and it's like blurred like all the shit. So like, I don't know. I don't know.
ghost or something else, the EMT was just glad to have someone from work pick up the truck. To this day, the question remains, just what exactly had been inside the ambulance?
Achala? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but if you're still in the chat, hello.
In the following video,
Sorry, I
three
didn't
friends are
notice
alone at home when
that
one friend
until
decides
just
to
now.
call their mom after something scary had occurred.
I should be home in about 10 minutes. I need you to stay calm though, okay?
Okay.
So calm, quiet,
hello,
keep
yeah.
the door locked.
What's going on?
Alright, do not go out of the room
Sorry if I
whatsoever.
pronounced your name wrong.
All three
yeah.
friends are locked up in this room,
Not,
and for good reason.
seen that
Earlier,
written
they
before.
heard a loud crash from downstairs and other noises emanating from all over the house. They had thought someone had broken in, which is why the
So-
police were called.
I'll pause to tell a story I had with spooky suspicions in a house, where I was home alone, and at some point I had forgotten to turn off the hall light outside of my room. I guess I just completely forgot that happened. So I was in my room. I noticed that the hall light is on. Now I'm expecting the whole house to be dark because, like I said, I guess I just forgot. I look out front because I'm like, there's not supposed to be anybody home right now, right? They didn't come back. And then I look outside. There's no cars out front. So no, they had not come back yet, the people who were out for the evening. So oh my God. I went into this mode where I was like, there's definitely somebody in the house. There's no way I just forgot. So I mean, it sounds crazy, but I was genuinely under the impression that there was somebody in the house who was not supposed to be there, so I picked up a fucking handgun, and I was, like, clearing the house. I was looking through the house. I was terrified. And I was, like, doing call-outs, like, you better step out now. Just get out. I don't want smoke in here. And then it occurred to me, I think, after a while, I was like, I probably just forgot to turn the light off when I came into my room. Jesus Christ. But, yeah, I remember being distinctly, like, just saturated with this unpleasant fear of, like, first of all, I don't want to shoot somebody. But also, I don't want, like, a crazy man in the house. Like, I don't want to deal with any of this. But, yeah, but in all likelihood, I just forgot to turn the fucking light off. So yeah, this
metal. What is
this thing.
Just like a big thud, and then
Yeah. Please don't swear, bro.
Now, this is where
I'm
things
a
start to
kid?
get strange,
Well, then you shouldn't
because
be here.
apparently, after searching the whole place, the police found
shouldn't
no
be
signs
here.
of forced entry
Unless that's
or
some
any
kind of
clues to
joke,
suggest
but,
that someone broke into the
if you're
house.
a child,
With
then you
no
should be.
indications of any trespassers, the police leave the property. However, after watching the footage recorded by one of the friends, the teens noticed something very alarming. Before the police arrived, all three friends decided to investigate the noises and presumably take matters into their own hands if needed. But during this time, something happens that prompts the friend who lives in this house to grab his dog and pack his things. They were spooked, to say the least. This is what they caught.
Okay. What did they catch?
Okay, it's fine.
There's somebody
Okay.
there, they can't grab them.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason I told that story is because I relate to the to the fear of, like, there's something in the house, even though there wasn't in my case. But I don't think I would want to go check the house if it was multi-story, because there's too many factors at play there, and I would not want to check it with, like,
Alright, I'll see you soon.
like-
I love you.
I love you
blunt
too.
objects or something. Like, I wouldn't feel as comfortable doing that. 'Cause, I feel like these guys do not have handguns. So, let's see what they do. Okay. I do not like how big that dark space is right outside that doorway. That's just too much open space. Okay. What the fuck? Hold on. What was that? hold on. What was that? Also, are we... Yes, nice quality. There's something up here. Yeah, something moved right there. Not entirely sure what that was, but let's keep going. Assuming the video will address this. That is a tripping hazard on the stairs. My god. What? Why would you leave all that on the staircase? That is a terrible idea. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be, like, scrutinizing. What am I looking at here? Is this like a lampshade just, like, sticking out of the wall? There's no pole. I'm sure it would make sense from another angle, but yeah, that caught my attention. I was like, what is that? Okay, what do we got here? Also, wow. Do not like those sliding doors with no curtains or anything. That is awful. Just imagine what happened. Sorry. I couldn't see anything if I was supposed to, and I also didn't really hear anything. I guess the cameraman doesn't know either. He's like, what's happening? Why are we running? What's happening? Please someone tell me something.
Apparently, one of the friends had noticed something moving in the dark. Although we don't see it on camera, something else is seen that none of the friends had noticed until watching this video much later.
It is funny that they all got, like, what did they have? Like, one of them had a hockey stick. Like, they're all ready to, like, beat up an intruder or something, and the second there's, like, movement in the dark, they all just bail. You guys should never have left the room.
In case you missed it, this is what was caught.
Oh, okay, this is from earlier on the upstairs. Okay. So yeah, I was right. There was something moving there. What is that? Okay, give me the zoom and enhance. Okay. I still don't know what it is.
Eerily, something can be seen moving behind the railing.
Ah, man. Wow, it happens really fast when it's not slowed down. Hold on. I'll try to get a still frame of it, but I'm sure that's going to be, like, impossible.
Eerily, something can be seen moving behind the railing.
Oh my god. Oh god, I blew it.
In
Yeah,
a
I've got
swift
the
motion,
playlist open.
this mysterious object passes by without making a sound. It almost seems to be floating, given how it seemingly glides. But by far, the creepiest thing about this is that a face can be made out. It's hard to see at first, but watching this again, certain features that a face would have can be seen briefly.
Yeah, it looks like I can see a nose.
Its uncanny motion
maybe.
and closeness to the ground have led the group to believe that a ghost was caught on camera.
So here's a here's a fundamental problem with me watching this kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm very suspicious. I don't know how many people are in this house because I just have to take their word for it, right? Which, again, I don't trust people. I know people who lie about all kinds of shit. Or people who think that things happen and so on and so forth. So when I see that, like, thing moving, right? There's no way for me to confirm that their house was empty except for the group of friends here. There's no way for me to know that. And also, with the way it moves, it could be something that's being rolled, is my impression, right? So, like, I don't know. Again, it's not something that can't have been faked, and I don't have any reason to just take these people's word for it, so...
To them, it looks as though a
I don't know.
floating head
Creepy.
had passed by.
Creepy, sure.
If only they had seen this before the police arrived.
Although
As
that's
they state,
interesting. They
who
actually got
knows what they
cops
would have said
involved.
about this. While the supposed shadowy figure they saw was enough to scare them, this would have definitely scared the living daylights out
I'm
of them.
just curious, like,
Now,
what else could that have been? That's always my trouble with any supposed supernatural incident or whatever, is I'm always trying to think, well, what reasonably could it have been? Because I had a thing happen. I made a video about it on my channel. I've only had, like, one scary kind of unexplainable thing happen to me in my life. And I don't know what it was, for real. And that drives me nuts. I wish I just knew what it was, but it happened so long ago. And the other people involved, I don't want any contact with them to begin with. But B, they also might not remember it, right? Like, I don't know. So I have no idea what happened, and I would love to know, but I don't. And that drives me nuts. But anyway, yeah, I always want to know, like... I wish I had the power of supreme knowledge, or I could just say, I would like to know something, and then it would just come to me, you know, like, and maybe it wouldn't help ever, because I would never be able to tell people what I knew. Like, I wouldn't be able to solve murders or anything, because nobody would just take my word for it, but I would like to know for my own satisfaction, if I could, just any mystery.
up until now, there haven't been any updates.
But, let's see.
But until then, let me know your thoughts on this one.
I can't get over the shoes on the staircase, or whatever all that is. Looked like one of them was like a shoebox. That is such a terrible idea.
On a Thursday afternoon, a mother walks out of a house in a panic frenzy, as it was just then that something baffling had occurred. Outside on the back patio, the family's dog started acting strange. They were barking at something that didn't...
All right, so if anybody is in the chat, how do you feel about the concept of dogs being able to, like, detect the supernatural? Because I find it hilarious. Because I've seen dogs that are just so stupid that the concept makes me laugh, because I picture, like... somebody sneaking up on their pug and, like, putting their hand on its back, and it, like, turns around and starts barking because it's dumb. Like, I just can't picture that kind of creature being like, yes, I can detect spirits and the supernatural.
appear to be there.
I still buy
Although
that.
unfazed by the dog's behavior, considering that they often do this in the back patio, the mother decides to record this video, and for good reason.
Also, like, if I open my bathroom window, the neighbors' dogs, if they're outside, will bark for like 35 minutes. Like,
Whenever their dog starts to act up, something very strange happens. As the mother takes this video to show others what usually happens, this is captured.
okay, what do we got?
Look, you guys, it rocks, but then it stops on its own when I come outside. Let's see if I could get it on camera. There's like no wind. That's... I know, Blue, someone's there, huh? I know, I don't know why it does that. It does it every time, you guys. This is the third time. I can't believe I caught it on camera. Sick 'em, Blue.
I don't know. Not convinced. Not convinced.
Creepy,
Also, wait a minute. Did
right?
you say sickum? Okay, assuming you actually believe there's like a ghost in the rocking chair, what do you want your fucking dog to do about it? Like, what?
Katie, I guess I do have a ghost, bitch. Get him, Blue. I'm shutting the door.
As many have stated, if it wasn't for the dog's reaction, this wouldn't have been as strange. Clearly,
I
something
disagree.
had set off the
it
dog.
wasn't strange even with the dog's reaction. Like, my cats get scared. Like, I have skittish cats. They get scared pretty easily sometimes. But, you know, they just get, like, completely flipped out by something very mundane. It's like, yeah, a dog would probably bark at this because they're like, what is it? It's moving. What is it? Like, they don't know what's
The
going on.
chair suddenly stopping on its own, coupled with the dog's behavior, has led viewers to believe that this was paranormal. The mother who took this thinks so,
Not that
but
easily
any ideas
convinced.
on what exactly had been on the chair remains unknown. Whether supernatural or not, this video remains a mystery.
That one's lame. I thought some of the
Now
the
this
ones we
next
got
video
before
was
that
suggested
were
to me by someone who wishes to remain anonymous. According to them, they had found this video on social media with little to no context. It seems to have been posted by someone who was either at a clinic or a hospital sitting patiently in the waiting room. However, something about this space just seems off. The person who took this seems to have been waiting here for quite some time, with no one else around. Lacking other people in this room, the video gets a whole lot strange when this is captured.
a whole lot strange.
Take a look.
Anything happening? Oh, there's like a little shadow. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Excuse me. Light fixture? Object in front of light fixture. Are you kidding me? I'm supposed to be scared of this? Yeah, dude, the thing is turning and the shadow is moving. Yeah, that's what's causing the shadow. This isn't a scary ghost encounter.
Somehow, a shadow appears with no one else around. The whole space is entirely devoid of any patience.
Dude, you cannot be serious. Somehow. Like, okay. I don't want to hurl any accusations, Bub. Bizarre Bub. Question. Did you not see this on the fucking light fixture? Or are you deliberately just ignoring it to make this into a spooky clip? Because, dude, come on.
Yet strangely, a silhouette is cast. Initially, it seems as if the shadow was cast by
It's almost
someone
like
off
there's
camera,
only
but when the
only
person filming
possibility
pans
is
the
a
phone
ghost
to show the
there.
whole space, no one is there.
Yeah,
No
there doesn't
person
have to be
or
anyone there.
object
There's literally something hanging by the light fixture, dude.
is moving like the shadow on the wall, and neither is there anyone or anything disappearing before reappearing again. The shadow seems to be something of its own. While it's hard to say what exactly was caught on camera, the mystery alone has led many to believe that this may just be something beyond explanation.
Are you kidding?
But as always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Dude, no way. Come on. Are people that desperate to believe in ghosts?
On June 4th of
people
2024,
really
a
that
video was
desperate?
taken inside a public restroom where something pretty creepy took place.
Hey, you
The
can't
man
film
who
in a
recorded
public
this is known as
restroom like
Axel
that.
Loza, and based on his voice alone, you can tell that he's deeply troubled by something. Axel states that no one else is in the restroom except him. Now this is odd.
Okay, was that the same restroom or is that just like a stock spooky restroom photo? Oh wait, hold on. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, that's creepy as shit. That picture is creepy. Look how dark. Ugh. I hate that.
Him.
Okay.
Now this is
Anyway.
odd, considering that he just heard noises coming from one of the stalls, but each one is
Not the same
empty.
bathroom.
So, as an attempt to get this on camera, he begins to record and captures this.
Okay. What do we got?
No, te quiero que vean. Estoy ahorita en el baño de la universidad. Pero el pedo ahorita es que acabo de terminar de hacer el baño. Y pues estaba todo normal. Pero ahorita están ruidos raros. Y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada, vean. Acá tampoco, vean. Aquí tampoco hay nada. Y aquí pues tampoco, vean. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero a ver, uy. ¿Escucharon?
Yes, I hear that. It's very pronounced.
¿Escucharon?
Yeah, I heard it, bro. It's so loud. Oh, what was that? Is there a goblin? El Goblino?
No hay nada.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. There's a goblin in that stall. Let's go back. Oh no, don't buffer, please. Okay, it was like right... Where was it? Hold on. Or no, it would have been before the camera went up, right? Let me... Okay, let's see what... Ooh, that's a little spooky. What is that? Yeah, that's a little spooky. Neat. How did they do it? Because I don't believe it's a ghost, but how did they do that? Yeah, that was creepy. That was really cool.
No hay nada.
Okay. See, like, here's the other thing about like scary clips is like if they're well done or like actually creepy, like that can be fun on its own. I don't have to actually believe that it's supernatural in its properties, you know. But yeah, that was neat. It was like somewhat subtle, like not subtle, but like, you know, if you weren't looking real close, you probably missed that. And without Bizarre Bub like layering on scary music, I think it might have been creepier, actually.
As if it wasn't already startling to hear the banging noises, we see this. A face suddenly appearing in a stall that was clearly empty.
Yeah, that's creepy.
It happens quickly, but not so fast.
So the other interesting thing is that obviously the camera person allegedly does not see that during the filming. So
that we miss it. Only do we realize what was seen until after it happens. Or at least, that's what happened with Axel. It was only after reviewing the footage that he noticed the face. Just like viewers, he was left terrified by what was caught behind the door. Like something out of a nightmare, a pale face with wide open eyes just disappears without a trace. Now Axel hasn't said much or given updates on this occurrence, but with or without further context, the video itself is still pretty terrifying.
Now, one thing that I personally find kind of annoying about the idea of ghosts is there have been billions and billions and billions of deaths on this planet, and I don't know, the infrequency that anything compelling is captured is a little suspicious to me. Little like I don't know. I just don't think it's a thing, but I don't know. It's fun to think about, I guess. So I've always wondered, like, if I was to be confronted with like a factual paranormal situation, right, where like I cannot deny it. I mean, the problem is I think my first thought would be that I'm losing my mind and that like it's not real, but I am crazy, right? So that would be the first hurdle to overcome if I came face to face with any kind of like ghost or anything, because I just don't believe in it. But you know.
In the following clip, a man is in his basement after having heard a strange noise.
Okay, I want to draw attention. That's from Reddit user Octopus Funeral. That is a great username. I really like that one.
Most of the stuff does happen down here.
Okay.
Now the man already knows that something isn't right with his basement, which is why he takes this video. Ever since moving in.
Okay, if there's anyone here live, or if someone's watching this after the fact, thoughts on basements? Are you scared of basements, and why? Because I used to be scared of basements when I was very young because of the Evil Dead. But as an adult, like, I don't know, I don't have a basement. I've lived in a house that had a basement. It was kind of cool. It's just like, you know, you could have more stuff down there. I don't know, like I wasn't bothered by it at all.
Both he and his family have been experiencing a plethora of inexplicable happenings. But luckily, this time, he was able to get something on camera. The year is 2017, and with only a few months living there, he can already sense that something strange is about to happen.
Okay.
He gets his phone and captures this.
Stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really. That's freaky. your stuff right there, man.
I didn't see anything. Oh, okay. Some shit falling off right there.
That's what you call.
More.
Freaks me out, man. It's giving me goosebumps.
There's something kind of comical about him just standing there like, yeah, this is really scary, man. It's really freaky.
Here we go, the door now.
Okay, door.
Yeah, don't do that.
So, I mean, so far, none of this is impossible to have faked. Again, the position of the camera person here leaves plenty of opportunities for them to, like, set things up and, you know, all this other kind of shit. That's the thing. I can't watch these clips without being suspicious and trying to figure out, like, how they could have done it. I've seen a clip before where something spooky happens and the person holding the camera waits like a good few beats and then they rush forward to show that there's nothing there, and it's like, that was plenty of time for an assailant that you're working with to push something over and then run away, right? Like, I don't know. I just don't find any of this stuff to be like compelling, and I know people who really want to believe in ghosts
So that door always
eat this shit
swings
up,
wide open and it
and
stays open.
it's
It
I don't
doesn't
know, it's
ever
weird.
close, stay like that.
Is it like voluntary
Oh,
gullibility?
there you go.
They're just like, look, I need evidence. I'll take anything, even if it's very dubious.
Now, taking into account that this isn't something new to the man, this occurrence doesn't scare him, but he still finds it pretty baffling, and he finds it even more so when considering that the door that just opened is extremely heavy. According to
Well, how do I know it's heavy?
him, he can barely open it himself, despite
Like, this guy saying that. It's not like there's a demonstration, or I don't know, maybe there is, and I'm fucking, what do they call it, pause Andying, but like, show me how heavy the door is, and, you know, that might help a little bit, but...
being quite big. Now, with happenings like this,
You're
one
just
can
telling me
totally
that it's
understand why
heavy.
he and his family have left this place.
Like I'm supposed
Although
to
taken in
just trust
2017 and living somewhere else now,
That's a photo.
this footage
Holy
continues to
shit.
baffle him to this day.
You know, okay, this is a little bit more of like a kind of a messed up story. It's not really funny in particular. Maybe it's a little darkly funny to me. But, so after my sister died, some people who are like friends of my family, so they're not relatives, insisted that my dead sister was like visiting them as a spirit. And that pissed me off for a lot of reasons. One, like, why would she visit you people? She didn't even like you guys that much. You know, you guys hadn't seen her in a few years before that, so I don't know. Maybe you didn't realize that. But I can't imagine why she would visit you and not me and my mom. You know, like her fucking direct family. And then the other thing was that, you know, she didn't die anywhere near them, and I don't know what rules people believe in about ghosts, but I've always been under the impression that people who believe in ghosts think that ghosts kind of stick to either where they died or where they like lived, and she never lived where they were, and she certainly didn't die near them. So yeah, that set me pretty staunchly into a like a personal beef with the concept of ghosts and people who like tell stories about how they saw ghosts. I cast a very heavy suspicious eye on that, and that has to be a contributing factor, because I remember being very upset by that. It was very angering.
In this next video, a woman is standing outside her house during a rainstorm when she notices something highly unusual.
God damn.
The woman in this video is known as Amanda, and while standing on her patio, something close by catches her attention. In fact, she was left shaken up after getting a clear view of what she was seeing. Taking a closer look, she sees this.
I don't see anything, or maybe not
Please
yet.
tell me y'all see this. Just watch. Watch straight out into that yard. Look, you see it? Look.
I'd rather the circle not
And
be
it happens
there.
again. Look. Look.
Okay.
See?
Here's my problem with this. When it's like full dark. Okay, the
And
circles.
I'm
Fucking
telling
good.
you right
Okay.
now.
Oh, damn it.
Ignore
No. Come on. Fucking blowing this.
my dogs.
So when it's full dark, the camera is not capturing like a perfect clean image. there's like this this sort of I don't know what you even call this. There has to be a name for this. This kind of effect, or it's just like smears because of like the shadows and the low quality of the camera. I cannot accept that whatever I'm seeing is like supposed to be something.
Look, man, I
Where
think
is
it's
it?
time to move.
Where is it? I don't see it anymore even.
Now, without much lighting, it might be hard to spot what
Yeah, like what even is that supposed to be? It's nothing, right? Like if you had like this incredible like film camera and you were seeing something on the camera, like I don't know, maybe I'd think like, oh, that's a little but this is nothing to me. This is like, okay, what like what?
what exactly was being seen.
The camera
but with a few
quality
edits,
is clearly
it becomes
a little
apparent that something
goofy.
had appeared.
That
It's
doesn't
as if
look like
someone
anything.
or something dressed in white was in the distance.
That's a stretch. That is such a stretch. It's not even shaped like a person. It's someone dressed in white. Like, come on.
Not sure if she was just seeing things. Amanda shares this
outrageous.
video online and immediately gets comments
Not
from those
convincing.
who say that they too see the white figure. But of course, let me know what you think.
It's just
Is
like
the
a
figure
smear.
seen
Like,
as
what-
many
what am-
believe?
what?
Or might there be some explanation for this
That's
mysterious incident? Like most clips, this one has yet to be solved.
Yeah, I 100%.
If you caught something creepy on camera, over
think
to
there's
let's get back to
anything to
now.
that.
This next video comes from Jalen Love, who,
do we
although
got?
has no idea what was captured, is extremely unsettled by this footage. She claims that no one else had been in the house except her two sisters, who are seen on camera. They had just come back from somewhere at around 10 p.m. when the security camera inside their living room recorded the following. Now, it's worth noting that this isn't the first time something scary had occurred.
really wish the
Only a
circle
few weeks
wasn't
prior
there.
to this incident, someone broke into their house. It's for this reason that they've set up cameras around their home in case it happens again. But this time, it appears
Okay, so as far as excuses for why they have cameras all around their house, it's a good one.
that something else other than
Because I've seen some of these types of things before, where it's like someone's just filming themselves while they're in their room, and it does not appear to be like a Ring camera situation sometimes. And it's like, why is the camera on? Like what?
a burglar was captured.
I don't
The
know.
two sisters enter
Anyway.
inside, leaving the front door open for Jalen, who was still getting out of the car. As Jalen takes her time to come inside, this happens.
What do we got? First of all, freak behavior to just leave the front door open like this. Maybe it's just because I have cats and like my brain can't comprehend leaving the front door open. But yeah, freak behavior. Okay, so I have an immediate problem with this. There's nothing else in frame. It literally looks like it's frozen. Like it's a still image, which means it would be extremely easy to edit. Yeah, it looks like it's still image. Like I have no... That just looked so artificial to
Behind
me.
this door, a dark figure is
personally.
seen. It's worth pointing out that no one is seen behind
we
the
even
door
call that
before
a
it's
figure?
open.
It just, like,
Nothing
it
apparent
didn't look
stands
like
out
anything.
until something eventually does. Whatever this is just stands there while seemingly hiding itself from the camera, or at least a part of it, as only partially do we see the figure.
Yeah, I can't even comprehend what is this? What is it supposed to be? I can't tell. It's too indistinct. And also, yeah, again, like I said, it looks like frozen footage. When there's nobody in frame, it doesn't look like it's a moving image anymore. So super easy to edit if they wanted to. Like, I just don't find this to be very compelling. Again, you know what sucks is maybe that's how ghosts work and it just looks fake. But
Seeing this, Jalen and her sisters
yeah,
were freaked
this
out.
just doesn't look
They
like
state
anything
that
to
they
me.
wouldn't have seen this if it wasn't for what occurred later that night. According to them, they had heard strange noises coming from downstairs, which made them check their surveillance cameras. But while checking the footage from earlier that night, they see this, a dark silhouette that disappears in the blink of an eye. Like many, she now believes that something unexplainable was captured. But as always, I'll let you be the judge. Was a ghost caught on camera?
No.
Or was something else captured?
Hey, you said you'd let me be the judge. I say no. All right, number one. Let it be a good one.
It's around 9 p.m. on a Friday
gonna
night
stop.
when two sisters are settling in for the evening. During this time, their mom had gone out to walk their dog as she does every night. But while both sisters are alone at home, something happens that leaves them extremely unsettled. Now, the mother in question, known as Isabel Katz, had sent me this video in the hopes that someone could explain her footage. She and her kids live in a house that might be haunted, according to her. Strange things often happen, and she doesn't know what to do, from a sliding cabinet door that is often found open after being closed.
I had a cabinet like that for a long time with the little sliding things. This one looks bigger than the one I had.
Shut to mysterious noises heard at night. Isabel is certain that something unexplainable is happening. One night, while Isabel walks the family dog, her 2 children are alone at home when this is captured.
Okay. Are we gonna see anything? Also, Jesus Christ. Is that just shadows? Vacuum the carpet. My God. I don't know, dude. If I was a little kid, I probably wouldn't have opened the door. I would now. Because I'd be like, there's probably someone in the house. I gotta do something. But, like, yeah, if I was a little kid, I don't think I would have been so brazen. Didn't close the door all the way. Close it. Close it, close it, close it. Shut the door. I can see the little, whatever you call that. That has to have a name. Cabinet door sliding open. See, you know, the other thing about watching a clip like that, something that makes me concerned is like, okay, what if people are too busy being like, oh, this is obviously like there's a ghost or something. What if there's just like a person in the house, right? What if there's just a person in the house and the little kids just like can't communicate effectively enough to be like, yeah, there was like a person in the cabinet, Mom.
It was after watching this video that their mother knew something paranormal had occurred. At first, one of her children's...
Okay, see, sorry, X to doubt on the mother there. She watched this footage and knew that something paranormal happened. Why? Nothing is even captured on video except for your daughter's being scared of something, and there's like a sound, which, I mean, how do I know that that is in fact the cabinet door sliding open or whatever? Like, there's nothing to work with here other than children being afraid of something. So I don't know. If I saw this footage, I would investigate the shit out of my house, right, just to make sure. And I would tell them to explain exactly what they saw. But I don't know. This footage itself is worthless, almost. There's nothing captured, even.
See something that terrifies them beyond belief. According to her, she had seen what looked like a tall figure standing inside the master bedroom. It wasn't exactly clear, as her daughter states, but she knew something was there. And her sister can attest to this, as she
was the light allegedly on or off?
Too had seen something tall inside the room. Following that, the sound of their cabinet door sliding open is heard on camera. Understandably, the whole family was freaked out, if not...
Is that a... because he put a disclaimer on the taxi, or not taxi, God, on the ambulance one where it was like, this is not the actual ambulance, this is just for reference or whatever. Is this their actual cabinet that made the sound, or is this just like a stock photo of one? Either way, I don't know. Not
spooked by this incident.
Footage in the slightest.
Not much else is known about this clip, but Isabel hopes that someone could explain her footage, as she's not sure what to do or what was caught on camera. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so...
Let's do one more, and then I'm going to bounce. But yeah, one more. Let's
on
do
May
one more
10th of 2024, a small family gets together to celebrate someone's birthday.
Okay.
As with any birthday celebration, the traditional happy birthday song is sung by everyone there. However, it would be during this festive party that something very strange happens. According to Brookie Diaz, the birthday girl, there hasn't been a day where she hasn't thought about this incident. What happened on her birthday will forever linger in her head.
Okay.
It's around 9 p.m. when this is captured. Take a look.
What do we got?
Happy birthday, dear Bricky.
Happy birthday
To you. Make a wish. Make a wish. Make a wish.
and many more.
Right.
Woo! Almost.
Whoa. All right, Jackie.
I'm taking Brooke.
Oh, for God. I don't want to know. I don't want to know the details. All right, here, honey. The girl's got to have a present. This is from me. Yeah.
Did you know? How cute. Should we cut the cake?
Yeah. Jackie, press its pause.
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's just really sad.
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can, just come visit me, okay? Okay.
Shut up. No way.
Sirens.
That is not worked. That is not worked.
I mean, I'm just gonna take your word for it, I guess. I don't know. Again, this kind of stuff, it's like, it would be low if she faked this, for sure. Because it's like leveraging the death of a loved one into like making a spooky story. But, I mean, there are coincidences, right? There are weird coincidences. This isn't necessarily compelling. That's sad, though. See that being part of a movie.
Somehow, a toy fire truck goes off right when the family listens to Dad's message. Now, this fire truck isn't just a random toy, but a collectible that the father cherished. Considering that this went off at the same time, they can't help but think that Dad was reaching out to them. Whether or not this might have been a coincidence remains uncertain. However, it's the following video, taken only a week later, that leaves Brookie and her family completely baffled. Brookie's lying in bed, trying her best to record the following.
What are we zoomed in for?
I just missed a call from my dad. He's been gone. Like, I just heard his voice one more time.
Missed call from Dad.
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can, just come visit me, okay? Okay.
Oh my god, that was blinding. Jesus. Okay, I mean, I don't know. This is like sad, but it's not, I wouldn't call any of this like scary. This is a scary comp. It's just kind of sad. Tempted to skip it, but just in case, I want to play.
It's because of this incident that Brookie believes her father had been present. She took it as a sign that her dad was reassuring her that he was still there, even though she had missed the opportunity to talk to him. Whether or not he was actually on the line is unknown, but
yeah, I don't think ghosts can call people. I really don't. Because, again, surely it would happen more often, right? Surely if ghosts were real, there would be a lot more ease in proving that fact. Considering how many fucking dead people there are, and how many people there are in all kinds of places at all times, right? People would see more things and have more evidence of some sort, and yeah, I don't know. Everything that's ever presented is just completely dubious and wildly inconsistent, and I think that's part of it is because in some cases it's people putting things together that aren't really there, right? You know, and then when people just outright fake situations, it creates new ghost lore that some people believe, and it's like, okay, because you know, there's like the more subtle stuff, which I would personally find more believable, and then there's the more crazy shit where it's like, okay, I mean, if ghosts can do that, why don't we have better proof?
But nevertheless, it was already strange to hear the teddy bear with his voice talking at this moment. While this occurrence was already baffling enough, something happens only days later that leaves her extremely unnerved. Now, the following incident, as she believes, had nothing to do with her father. Whatever happened that night, according to her, made her feel immensely terrified, which she knows her father would never do. It's late at night when this is captured.
Okay. What do we got? Doors moving. Okay, so what is she filming is what I want to know, because the preface to this was just that she captured this, but why? Why did she just have the camera on and then the door starts moving? What was the camera on for in the first place? That's the thing. If anything ghost related happens in my house, and I'm not just coincidentally filming something different, yeah, I'm never gonna capture something if it's that brief, because I don't just like record my door, you know. And another thing, like doors moving, it's like with my house, right? I don't know this person's house, obviously, but with my house, if my door to my bedroom is open to any degree, and my bathroom window is open, and my front living room window is open, the door will just move on its own constantly, right? That's not like scary, it's annoying, but yeah, like there's too many factors for me to just take this at face value. That one's a little more aggressive. That's a little more purposeful looking. A little spooky, I guess. In the moment, I could see... Okay. Wait a minute. This is getting a little more spooky. Both doors. Curious. Now, I guess the thing about ghosts is I just don't understand the mechanics. Like, why would a ghost just open the doors and then that's it? Like, I don't know. I always just want more answers, you know.
Now, this particular video is something that Brookie doesn't like talking about, and for good reason. She was so shaken by this incident that talking about it now brings up strong emotions for her. Although knowing that posting this video wouldn't help, she hopes that someone could explain what happened. While some believe...
I mean, the thing is nobody is going to be able to explain what happened because they weren't there. They don't know your house. They don't know the architecture of the house. They don't know how old it is. They don't know how the doors are. You know, they don't know anything, right? A video clip would never work on its own. There would have to be video evidence and then a further investigation to determine if there's any reasonable factors that would explain certain types of things, right? Because there's things that can just happen, like, fuck, whatchamacallit, like a painting fell off my wall the other day, and you know, depending on what kind of person you are, that might have been scary, but it was just like, yeah, the nail was like drooping or whatever somehow. I don't know, piece of shit nail maybe, or the wall's not good at holding it or something, but yeah, it just drooped and then the painting fell. It wasn't a big deal.
If it might have been her dad's spirit reaching out, she believes it was something else. That night, she was overcome with a sense of dread, the likes of which she had never felt before. So understandably, she would rather talk about the pleasant moments that were caught on camera. At least these help her to cope with the passing of her father. These moments serve to remind her that despite being gone, her dad will always be there. As with all videos, this one remains a mystery.
Yeah, I don't know. I would hope she was not faking any of that, because that would be extremely gross to do that with the memory of her dead father. I lost my father 11 years ago. Almost exactly 11 years ago. In about a month it will have been 11 years. And it was horrible and traumatizing. But never had any kind of otherworldly communication. I just don't think it's a thing. But yeah, this one hurt me a little bit just because of the connection there of like the dead father thing, because that's definitely that just hits a certain kind of sore spot. Hi, kitty. Bless you, sweetheart. My cat's sneezing back here. I don't know if that picked up on mic. Probably. My mic picks up fucking everything. Anyway, can we have one that's not sad? I want something...
On a Wednesday afternoon, a man rushes
creepy.
to his basement to record something that just happened.
Okay. Oh, God, that's...
The man states that he just heard footsteps on the staircase, but this was strange, as no one had been in the basement.
Okay. Yeah.
So, he takes this video, hoping to capture what often
Okay, this is like the second video now, for sure, where there's just shit on a staircase. This is the worst thing ever. Why would you do this?
happens when no one is down there. This is what was caught. Take a look.
Also, I know he's just rolling the footage back and forth as B-roll, but I hate watching these because it's just like you see the opening footage like 22 times and it's like zoomed in varying amounts. And I keep looking for something, but it's not there yet. So anyway, let's see where this one goes. Okay. So right away, scarier than any ghost is irresponsibly leaving shit on the staircase. Oh god. The door is so loud. Okay, also, I'm sorry, this is a basement? Bro, what the fuck kind of basement is this? First of all, okay, I don't know about a lot of people's basements. If anyone's here right now or watching this as a VOD, to answer this question, if you have a basement, does it have multiple rooms? The only basement I've ever been in my life was one room. So this is like weird to me. I don't know much about how other people's basements might have been. But my aunt and uncle had a basement and it was one room. It was certainly not anything like this. What the fuck? Dude, this is gigantic! Look how big this fucking basement is! And it's also bizarre. What is all this shit in here? Okay, you know what? This person and their basement are scarier than any possible ghost in the basement. What is this basement? It's massive. And it's filled with all kinds of colorful shit. That's different. That's interesting. There's like a Disney princess thing back there. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. What is that? It looks sort of like a laundry hamper, except I don't know that it's open on the top, so I don't think it is. That's a little unpleasant. I don't like that room being like that. You know what I'll say? There's something very inherently creepy about a door being open and light from the outside room going in, but not illuminating the whole thing. So the room is just kind of sort of dark. Something just kind of inherently creepy about that. Yeah, what is this basement, dude? It's extremely bizarre. Oh, they got those little, like, baby ovens.
Oh my... What are you doing there? Who are you?
I got you good.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, you got my heart good.
Okay, was that the clip? Was this one a joke? What? Wait. Okay, hold on. I'm pausing. Let's let it play. Oh god. That door. That's the scariest fucking threat of all. Okay. Oh shit.
Out of nowhere, a toy ball seemingly throws itself at the man.
Yeah,
its sudden movement was enough to make him shut the door and stop the recording at once.
So the filmmaker in me the filmmaker. How'd they do that?
What happened afterward is unknown, but based on the few
again, I
details
don't
that were
believe in
given,
ghosts.
it's clear that the man and his family
just
have
curious,
kept away
how
from
would
this
they affect
basement.
that if they did,
Although
right?
lacking
Or if
sufficient
there's something else
context,
going on,
the
I
video
don't know,
itself
but-
still holds up as being pretty creepy.
The basement is creepy. Fuck the toy ball at the end. That basement is bizarre.
This next footage was posted 10 years ago, making it by far the oldest video on this list.
What is this color grading? Oh my god, she's like purple.
But even so, this video continues to unsettle
Are they
viewers.
doing that cycle hue
Those
effect?
who've seen
No,
it,
it's
which very
consistent.
few
That's
have,
bizarre
can't seem to
looking.
explain what was captured. In it, a woman is seen dancing by herself
Whoa,
at a party
is that-
when suddenly
Hold on,
something in the
I'm not gonna
background
go
is
back.
caught on
Was that
camera.
an exposed tit?
This is what was
What
caught.
the fuck? That looked like someone had a tit out. What, the little kid? I'll tell you right now, it seems perfectly believable that the kid moved while she was blocking the frame. That's hardly compelling evidence of anything other than timing. I'm not saying it's on purpose, mind you. I'm just saying that that is easily explainable in that way. I don't think there's anything about that that's inherently supernatural.
Strangely, a small child just disappears while climbing up the stairs.
That's
it happens quickly,
funny framing
almost
for
too
that.
quickly, that it seems like something ghostly was caught on tape. But even stranger is that no children were present at the party,
zero
or at
impression that
least
it's
that's what the person who took this video claims.
I'm
If
sorry,
no children
hold on.
were present at the party, something ghostly was caught on tape. But even stranger is that no children were present at the party, or at least that's what the person who took this video claims.
Okay, see, I'm just supposed to buy that, I guess. That's the thing about stuff like this. It's like, I'm just supposed to believe them at their word when it's like, okay, let's say they didn't set that up on purpose, right? It just kind of coincidentally happened. They could have just looked at the footage and been like, oh, look, that's kind of cool looking. Let's just come up with a little sauce, a little extra detail. Like, oh, there's no kids at the party. What was that, right? Like, I don't know. I just have no reason to believe that that detail. No reason.
If no
Especially since what? Like, this person and the person holding the camera arguably could see the child, right? Unless they're implying that it only appeared on camera, which there's no way to prove that, of course. Yeah, it's just like,
children had been there, then who was this? But most importantly, how exactly did they vanish in just a matter of seconds?
because she
Like
walked
most videos,
in front
there
of the
has
way
yet
they
to
were
be a
walking.
definitive
That's
answer
how.
to this
It's
question.
not that big a mystery. All right, 5.
In the following video, a man leaves his house before heading over to his car. At first, it appears that the video is nothing more than just random footage of a man leaving his home. While
Bro, the manly urge to leave your house and walk to your car.
it may seem like that, it's what happens later that left him and his family completely unnerved.
Okay.
Now, this footage was posted by the man's wife, who's known as Lisa Miller. Both she and her husband have a small family that live in the suburbs. But this small family was recently made smaller, as Lisa had just lost her father.
Oh, God. Okay.
It isn't clear.
I mean, that still sucks. Her dad died, but the footage of the child saying that their family just got smaller, I thought they were going to say the child died. That was going to be fucking...
to how he
horrible.
passed, but
Okay.
she'll always
I mean, it still
remember
sucks
him
that the
for
dad
whistling
died,
all the
but
time.
that
As Lisa
setup
mentions,
fucked me
he
up
would always
for a
tell her to
second.
whistle if she ever needed him. Although she can't do that now, this recording has shown her that she doesn't have to. According to Lisa, it appears that he hasn't left. This is what was caught.
Okay, 5:30. Okay. God damn. Takes you a long time to find the right key, bud. How many keys does he? He had like a shitload of keys. Was that it? Just the whistle? Come on, like what? Alright. The thing about that, I can't with these clips where it's like there's a sound outside of the frame and I'm supposed to just interpret that as being supernatural. Like, what? How is that anything for me to go off of? There could literally just be someone, like, right on the other side of this wall. Did a little whistle, a little... Right? Like, there's no way
The
for me
sound
to...
of someone whistling is heard clear as
feel
day
like-
on camera. Despite being quite loud, it appears that Lisa's husband didn't hear the whistle, but whether he had heard it or not doesn't matter to Lisa. The camera had caught it, and that alone has given her sufficient evidence to believe that her father is still here. Although she has yet to come up with an explanation, she prefers not to, as what was captured has helped her grieve over his death.
Okay.
So then-
well, okay. Assuming they didn't fake this, right? I guess if it has a positive outcome, well, then it's not scary. Scary cop? Extra don't. Not living up to the title? I'm kidding, of course. I'm not that much of a turd. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just a sound off camera. Like, that's nothing to go off of. I'm sorry.
Just who or
It's not
what
evidence
had
of shit.
whistled.
Because I could sit, watch. Oh, look. Here's this scary ghost footage captured by Brandon's webcam. Oh my god, did you guys hear that? There was a goblin in my room. Oh my god. Right? Like, like what the fuck? Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Let's keep
On the
going.
night of September 2nd of 2020, a father walks into his daughter's room to see if she's okay. It was just then that he heard her screaming for help. Naturally, he runs over to check on her, but when he gets there, this happens.
Oh my god!
What's the matter?
I just want to sleep with you now.
Dude,
Something had clearly
that frame is scarier than whatever is. I don't even know if there's anything going on. I didn't see anything. That is terrible. Look at that. How scary that looks. That's like a frame that starts a creepypasta. That is spooky looking.
terrified his daughter.
The little girl
Although
is
initially
accidentally
thinking
the
that
scariest
perhaps
thing
this
that
might have been a
happened
night terror she was having, her parents couldn't shake the feeling that something real had scared her.
Okay,
Never
so
had they
what are
ever
we
seen their
looking for
child
here?
this terrified. So, out of curiosity, they
see
checked the footage taken from that night to see if anything odd stands out. At first glance, nothing obvious catches their attention.
I'm
But
looking
after
so
looking
hard,
closely,
I don't see anything.
they see it. Either someone or something had been inside their daughter's room.
Okay.
What's the matter?
Now, it's hard to see where this mysterious figure is
still
at,
don't see
but
anything.
according to the mother, it appears at her bedside.
What?
A face, presumably that of a woman's, appears for a few seconds before disappearing.
I don't see it.
Frame by frame, and that face right there is what popped up. But here is a close-up. Right there, you
Oh.
can clearly see.
Wait, okay, so there's like, is that supposed to be like the teeth? This is like the mouth. Kind of looks like a nose, eyebrow, and there's like an eye. Okay. Well, wow, that was incredibly hard to see. Also, look, I can't take this as like evidence of something, because first of all, like, okay, see how there's just like grainy shit all over the screen. Like, I don't believe that this is deliberately a face. This is this is either just a complete coincidence that it happens to look like a face. I used to see patterns in like the popcorn shit that's on the ceiling, you know, the little well, whatever that's called. I think it is called like popcorn ceiling, but like that stuff, right? The little textures on a ceiling. I used to see stuff in that when I was a kid, and I would like focus and concentrate, and I would be like, that looks like a thing. This could be a similar situation, or it could just be like overlaid if they're faking it. Like, I don't know, but I could barely even fucking see it in the first place.
The lips,
I just
the
don't
teeth,
think it's there.
the nose,
I don't think
the
that's
eye,
a thing.
the eyebrow, and like hair. You can't tell me that that's not a fake.
The parents believe that this
Also, people see shit in clouds all the time.
had been the reason why their child
Or as Dick Coughlin once put it, they see Christ in a dog's asshole.
was afraid. Now, it's a
Pretty
bit hard to
crude,
see at
but
first,
it's funny.
but a face can somewhat be made out. Although recorded a few years ago, they still can't explain what appeared in this footage. To this day, this
Again,
video
though, that, when the little girl turns around, that's way scarier than whatever this supposed face
continues to baffle them.
is. Which, I can't even see it when it's zoomed out, like, at all. I literally can't. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Now this next video comes from Brenna Logan, who states that her sister had once worked at a children's center where something very strange happened. According to her, the center was a place for kids of all ages, including those who like to play music. It was pretty much a mix between a music school and a daycare center, which not many children went to for a couple of reasons. But the biggest reason was that they were scared. Children would often tell workers that a really mean guy was inside the play tunnel for kids. But of course, no one would be there. Other times, daycare staff would find toys misplaced even though no one had been inside. Now eventually the daycare had shut down when COVID hit, but during this time, the owners had set up cameras to watch over the place in case anyone tried to break in. Although no one did, they did capture something that has left them pretty spooked.
Okay.
The following is their
3
footage.
p.m., not
Watch.
3 a.m. Opposite of the spooky hour. It's the inverse. This is the definitely not haunted hour, is 3 p.m. Okay, that's rocking quite a bit. Is there no windows to this place? It seems a lot darker. Added the arrow and detector. What is that though? Is it like a ball? Can't tell. Oh. God, the sound. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much happening in this one. This is crazy. There's so much activity. Alright. What is that, like a little toy car of some sort? I'm sorry, I thought this was a table the whole time. That fucked with me when it drove over it. Okay.
It now makes sense as to why not many kids wanted to come here. From things moving on their own, to a strange white ball moving with a mind of its own, this place, as employees claim, is haunted. Now regardless of the video, Brenna's sister firmly believes this. She no longer works there, but still vividly remembers the creepy experiences she's had while working there. Despite not having footage of these spooky encounters, Brenna doesn't think her sister was just making things up. She believes her, and she believes that whatever was caught on camera is something that will continue to remain a mystery.
Well, that one was... Again, I really don't think it's ghosts, but it was more compelling. Because, like, it's kind of a wide open space, and there's just, like, shit moving. Right? Not that none of that could have been rigged, or that there could be other explanations. I don't know. But, yeah, that one was more interesting, I would say, than some of these other ones.
If you caught something creepy on camera, let's get back to the video.
Yeah. Alright, 2 left, and then we're done for today.
This next video was taken inside a house, where apparently something pretty creepy was caught on camera. Now the person who took this owns not only this house, but a multitude of dogs. Each pet, according to them, is deeply cared for, as they can't help but treat their dogs like children. However, just like kids, there are moments when they do things that make them feel spooked. Whether it's staring at an empty space or growling at something that isn't there, they act in ways that are very peculiar. This is something that the owner has tried to ignore or pass off as something normal, but after encountering the following incident, they now believe that something else is going on.
Dogs are goofballs.
In the following video, the owner is alone at home when this is...
Like, dogs are stupid a lot of the time. I just don't take them as, like, supernatural detectors. Or, like, I have to be immensely concerned if they're barking at nothing. Dogs bark at the dumbest shit. I had a dog that would fart and then turn around and start barking at his own fucking fart. Like, yeah, come on. I'm not afraid when a dog starts barking at nothing.
Here.
Some knocking. All right, so strike one against this being compelling. He's filming a little low. Someone could be reaching up and knocking out of frame. I mean, I don't know why he's got the camera pointed so low. really tilted downwards. Also, film
Happens all the
sideways.
time.
I'm assuming this is with the phone. Film sideways. Okay. Still got a strong downward tilt there. I will say the fact that the knocking started right away again is a little bit of something. But again, still super downward tilt.
Now, this wouldn't be the first time something like this has happened. It was just then that he was able to capture what both he and his wife had been experiencing. These knockings don't seem to have a common source, as they happen randomly throughout the house. On one occasion, the man's wife is alone at home when suddenly she captures this.
Okay. It just happened again and the dogs are freaked out. Get it. David, come over here.
Okay, this is just like a cute little side story about a dog. But I when I was a kid, we had some dogs, and they would often just like sleep in my mom's room. And I walked in one morning, and it was like 5 or something, so it was pretty dark. And I walked in, and my dog Carl was like, "Arr, arr," and I was like, "Carl," and then he just like his ears dropped, and he started wagging his tail. It was cute, but it was funny that he was like, "Who are you? Get the fuck back!" But oh, hey, it's you, man.
Get it. You be right there. Something opens that door, you need to get him. Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna happen again. It just happened again.
Okay, that was way more pointed than the other clip. Because this is the same house, right? So, yeah, okay. That sounded way more deliberately like a fucking knock. See?
Move!
I have a problem with, like, trusting this. Because look how long of a delay that was. Right?
Happen again.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? We have a massive gap before she gets up to be able to see if there's anything out there. More than enough time for someone to move out of the way, right? I'm just saying it's not terribly compelling if it's like really obvious that it's easy to have faked it. I'm not specifically accusing them of faking it, right? Could be something going on. I don't know. It sounded so specifically like a knock, though. It was not like, I don't know, a bird flew into the side of the house. That was very deliberately a knock, but there's too much of a time gap there where it's like, I don't believe that just because there's nothing here when you do get the camera there, that there wasn't something there a second ago, right?
Move.
Now, something that would be convincing, right? Now, I know it's all like circumstantial or whatever, you know, like you might, maybe something really spooky happened to you once and you just didn't happen to catch it, right? Because you weren't recording. Especially, you know, going back far enough in time when people didn't just have phones on or cameras on their phone. Let's say like you're sitting in your room, all the windows in your house are closed, and your fucking room door just slams shut like super fast, right? Like hard enough that it damages the door. That would be something, right? Like where I'd be like, okay, I don't really know how to explain that one, right? Like that was wild. But like this, definitely not convincing to me.
Nobody there.
PPP says UK, question mark. Are you asking if I'm in the UK?
The dog stopped
no.
barking now.
No, I'm not.
Davey's freaking out by the door, though.
I'm not sure if that's what you meant by that. But if that is what you were asking, no, I'm not in the UK.
Just like before, the source of these knocks is nowhere to be found. It isn't surprising to the couple that they can't see who or what is knocking. They believe that it's something supernatural, given the strange behavior exhibited by their dogs, as well as other...
Dude, the random zooms are so funny, because he just like zoomed in on the footage there, and there was nothing to see. There was never a visual, so...
odd experiences they've had. It only makes sense to them that something unexplainable is happening. But like all videos, this incident remains elusive. Just what exactly did the couple get on camera?
Well, they got sound effects that could have very easily been faked in my
Now, this
opinion.
next segment features 2 videos, both of which have something in common. In the first clip, which comes from Casey Lee, something happens that to this day gives her goosebumps whenever she thinks about it. On this particular night, Casey was having a few drinks at her house. Feeling a bit tipsy, she begins to talk out loud. She speaks as if Chris, her deceased husband, was still around.
Oh, this is another sad
Despite
one.
being gone, she talks to him as though he were there. What happens next chills her to the core. Watch.
Chris, please watch over Boston. Winter.
Which one's Boston and which one's Winter? They're both cute.
Daddy's got you, okay? I'll make sure you're okay. I think he'll make sure I'm okay too. That. Really? Oh my God, I couldn't have timed that any better. I hope those cameras pick that up.
What is the filming for? Is this
That's
security camera
insane.
footage? I don't know.
The light flickers as if letting her know that he's listening.
Well, I'm not going to accuse her specifically of faking this, because she does seem like actually sad. I mean, I can't see her face in clear detail. But, you know, again, there is such a thing as, like, coincidence. My fan, I need to figure out if there's something wrong with it, actually. It burns out light bulbs at far too higher rate. That's probably bad. Probably a problem. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, that's an interesting coincidence of timing, to say the least. Do I think it's a ghost? Not especially.
Aside from flickering at the right time, it flickers not once, but twice, which viewers believe is a sign that it wasn't a problem with the electricity. Even before this, the dogs appear to sense someone familiar. Understandably, this footage never
That's a stretch. What do you mean they appear to sense someone familiar? The dog's just staring at her the whole time.
fails to bring Casey to tears. But as if this wasn't
yeah,
already
that's a
sentimental
stretch.
enough, the following video captures this. Josie Sanchez is alone at home when something happens that prompts her to take out her phone.
Do it again, Dad. Do it again, Dad. Do it again. Flip the light.
I'm sorry. There's something really weird to me about the fact that this person clearly interpreted this not as a scary incident, but our host Bizarre Bub here has added scary music to the clip. Okay, what's going on here? Do it again, Dad.
Flick the light, Dad.
Okay, what's going on? Not seeing nothing. Ah.
Oh my God. Oh.
Just like the video prior,
That's just nothing to me, dude. Like, electrical issues are not a compelling ghost evidence to me at all. Because, like, there's all kinds of things that can happen with electricity. You know? Or light fixtures or whatever. Like, I just don't find that to be compelling evidence of anything. I do think it's funny, though, that, like, the light flickers and she's like, yep, that's my dad, definitely. It's not a demon, right? It's definitely not a demon. It's definitely my dad.
Josie believes
Which, I'm curious. Not that it would matter to me, but I'm just curious what they believe in. Did the dad die in the house? Or what? Because I've heard conflicting things from people who do believe in ghosts about what the rules of ghosts are. If there's anybody in chat who believes in ghosts, or I guess maybe even if you don't, but tell me, as far as you are concerned, what are the rules of ghosts and travel? Do they stay where they died? Do they stay where they lived? Or, like, where they considered home? I suppose. How does that work? Because I'm just curious about what the supposed lore is on that. Because I've definitely heard tons of times that it's like ghosts hang out where they died, not necessarily anywhere else. But you know, I don't know. Don't know what the consensus is.
This was a sign. Her dad, according to her, was reaching out by flickering the light. As with Casey's footage, many viewers feel that something supernatural had happened. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own judgment. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
And again, I know I have my own bias against believing in the supernatural. But I will say I think a lot of people are way too quick to assume supernatural involvement when they see clips like this. It's like, I don't know why you would inherently believe that that's supernatural. I don't know. It's not me, but anyway, that's about it. I don't want to spend all day just watching someone else's videos. The only reason I don't feel bad, honestly, is just like I'm a small YouTuber. I'm not taking views away from this guy, so it's if I had like 1 million subs, I would never do this. I would feel horribly shitty. But yeah, I ain't stealing nothing from this guy. Besides, if you guys want to watch these on your own without my dumbass comments, it's Bizarre Bub. It's in the corner there. It's a little obscured by the play bar, but Bizarre Bub. But you know, I do find these like fascinating. Some of them are a little silly. Definitely the one where there was like a balloon hanging in front of a light, and he was like, "There's a shadow that cannot be explained," and it's like, yes it can. Yes, it can. That was not even remotely mysterious. Come on. But anyway, I'm out of here for now. So thank you anyone who showed up. I did notice the viewer count fluctuated here and there, so appreciate it. And anyone who watches this after it's, you know, a VOD, obviously, thank you as well. I will see you guys in whatever I do next. I'm kind of wanting to get back into doing more stuff, but just need the right inspiration and moods and shit. But anyway, thank you for watching. See you guys later. Have a nice day. Don't get killed by ghosts.